Now, with Rubio, they like to get out and run a little bit more.
Well, and that's what they want to do. They want to try to change the culture of what you've been seeing in the previous Utah teams by getting out in transition as the Jazz control the tip.
Rodney Hood was injured last night at Minnesota, so the rookie Donovan.
As they set up their offense here on the first possession.
Adams, I think we're going to see him as a high post passer a little bit more this season.
Well, when you got that much offense on the floor,
and when you leave him that much room in the corner.
I just love his instincts for the basketball. PG-13. He knew that Rubio had nowhere to go. And as he shows you what he can do once he gets the steal on the other end.
And last night, Utah 19 turnovers for 25 points, and add a couple to that total.
With the basketball, he obliged himself with a stop and pop.
Ingles, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA last year, gives it to Mitchell, and then he draws the defense, leaving the back door open. 3. Gobert last year had 58 double-doubles. Mishandles the pass on the pick and roll. Then Ingles waits for the traffic to clear, readjusts and scores from 3. Singled up with Gobert. He's going to go right at him and score on the hook. Westbrook picks up Mitchell, who is 4 for 18 his first 2 games. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Here he finds Ingles wide open in the corner, and Ingles coaxes. No substitutions 5 minutes in. Westbrook working off the screen from Adams to the side and to the bucket. Adams
just got a little bit more real estate around the basket to do it with.
Mitchell underneath. Former Thunder guard Thabo Sefolosha has checked in with Utah. Signed as a free agent after 3 seasons with the Atlanta Hawks. Guarding George, who spins baseline away from Sefolosha to score. Joe Johnson has checked in for Utah. He puts the ball on the deck. Gobert with the follow. Got to box that guy out if you can.
And that's a good job by Steven Adams. That's not his fault.
Utah shooting 4 of 10 in the run play. Alec Burks onto the floor, and he scores from 3. Burks by Raymond Felton, who is reported for Oklahoma City. Joe Anthony jab stepping and scoring over Derek Favors. Of 20 attempts, but they did hit 3 3-pointers. Burks on the runner scores. Burks checked by the rookie Ferguson. Gives it up to Favors, who scores on the wing. So Billy Donovan says he's not afraid to stick his nose in there, but of course Sefolosha has made a living at the defensive end, and he's going to run it all the way out, miss the layup, and then Favors' only field goal here in the second quarter came at 11:21 on the clock. Felton trying to take care of that, and does from 3. Westbrook with the assist.
It's a good defense right here. Just continue to cash in.
Gobert on the shovel pass as 3 Thunder defenders. Abrina's not able to put it back. I like that Alex has been very active around the rim. Rubio scores on the angle jumper. The first half, Brian Davis, Michael Cage, Leslie McCaslin, and our tremendous production crew with us at Vivint Smart Home Arena in Salt Lake City. Gobert kicks it back outside. Sefolosha is going to put it on the deck. Work the ball to wide open Ricky Rubio. Ball pops out and then drops back in. That's their 4th made triple. George looking to respond, and he does.
Oh, Russ, that's a 9th rebound of the half for Russell Westbrook.
Anthony scores from 16 feet.
I said, okay, that's all I need to get the shot off.
Johnson for 3. Westbrook thought about taking that 3, but instead Anthony's got himself a mismatch, separates from Rubio and scores. And then once again finds himself in the mismatch with Rubio, who flops, and Anthony scores! By AAA Insurance. Thunder made 5 of its last 6 shots. Make it 6. Shooting 3 out of 9 on the night. Wide open. Paul George for 3.
PG-13 for the wide open 3.
Rubio on the drive and dish. Gobert mishandles. Regathers. Thought he got away with a walk. Rubio from the corner. Got it for 3. Westbrook has 12 rebounds and a half a dozen assists, and he scores.
Mitchell completely out of the play on that.
Ingles run off the three-point line, then he rechecks and he scores. Robertson was tight on him. Off the weave action, Gobert is able to get a step, and he packs it. Robertson going to attack, leave it for the big man Adams. Robertson saves the possession. Shot clock is down to 5. Anthony, the wing three from George, he's got it.
That time, just being able to close out real hard on the plate.
Abrinas did a good job.
You never think about how something like that happens.
George, streaking baseline, gets past. One thing the Thunder has done a pretty good job of is defend without fouling. Only 9 free throws on the night, but you don't need to go to the line. Look at Abrinas. Stealing it.
He just said right back at you, partner.
Abrinas for 3. Si, senor!
That's the kind of play that can get you going.
Westbrook bothering Johnson. Adams switches out to him. Johnson feathers it down from 15 feet. Rubio kicks it outside. The ball worked to the far corner. Still looking for that 3. Cephalosha finds Ingles, and they've got it. Has stayed true to its game plan. They've moved the ball well. Johnson scores on the dribble. Utah's bench scoring advantage to Darko Rajakovic's point coming out of the locker room at halftime is 19-6. Carmelo Anthony scores. Thunder had a chance to go 2 for 1. Anthony instead hangs on to it, drives baseline, and he scores. Was the all-time shot blocking leader at Baylor. Deep 3 for Felton. He scores!
Wow. And then you're talking about with 4 seconds.
Good action here. Abrinas finds Anthony for 3.
This is great ball movement. You get quick penetration offense.
Felton weaving his way over the top, goes all the way to the rim, and he scores! So great that he's healthy again. Felton feeding Anthony, who drives 22 points. Michael, he's the game's first 20-point scorer. The deflection by Felton, the run out of Abrinas. He's by himself and all the way home. Crosses over using the screen from Patterson. Then that return pass deflected. Westbrook leaves it for Adams. Boy, that. Ingles and Gobert. George fighting over the screen. Now Rubio finds Gobert.
Ingles getting away with a walk on that play.
Rubio from the elbow. Westbrook jumping into this one for 3. Abrinas goes down. The NBA at 44%. Anthony for 2. Ingles.
Well, they left Carmelo Anthony alone.
And he makes them pay.
Wow. We'll take that all day long.
One good thing about an 82-game NBA schedule. This is the middle of the stretch where the Thunder is playing 3 games in 4 nights. You get right back on the horse, saddle up, and ride again tomorrow.
We weren't happy with how we played, but there's a lot of things we realized we needed to work on.
We'll go to 2-0 at home in this young season, as the Jazz shoot 49% from the floor, hold the Thunder to 41%, outscore them 40-20 in the paint. Joe Ingles ties a career high with 5 made 3-pointers.